Morning everybody, it's Pam Steele doing my blog, blog number 32, and it's Friday the 15th of May. I've got my new t-shirt. It was from Comic Relief, Love Wins, and it took 20 days to get it, but eventually I got it. I think they went out of stock. So actually today I thought it was really important to talk about mental health and sleep and lockdown. So next week we're going to do more in the chapters, chapter 9 on spirituality and values and things like that. So only 2 more chapters to go. But this week has been a bit of a funny week. I've noticed that after Boris's rather underwhelming loosening of lockdown, that a lot of my friends and family, and certainly myself, has been in a bit of a strange sort of low mood, a sense of disappointment and, moodiness, melancholy. So I guess we've had 2 months of lockdown. We flattened the curve, got through the worst of it. And yet we haven't really done a great deal in terms of coming out of this lockdown, or Boris hasn't. So it's sort of, I was hoping that we'd have a bit of a bubble of socialising with certain close friends, like the BT friends and family sort of thing, but that didn't really happen, and it looks like that might not happen till July. So the thought, I think, from everybody that I've sort of known has been like, oh no, we've endured 2 months. Have we got another 2 months, or have we got even more? So, that's pretty, depressing in some ways. My dad hasn't been visited by family for over 2 months. And, actually us singles, particularly young people who spend their life socialising, I think have felt particularly lonely. And a lot of them, I know I was talking to my niece, and a lot of them have eventually gone back to their parents, which isn't ideal, but at least they're not completely isolated. Us older singles are a bit more used to sort of managing on our own without socialising, but it's still a difficult situation. So it's no surprise that although maybe we've been lucky enough to get away from catching the virus, many of us have anyway, sadly some haven't, I think this lockdown has affected our mental health. And that's what I wanted to talk about. As I said, after Boris's announcement, I had 2 nights of not sleeping, whether that was sort of processing the whole thing. And then when you don't sleep, you don't feel very good, you feel quite low. And then I couldn't be bothered to do Joe Wick's workout, and I didn't feel like doing anything. Quite frankly, I was getting into that sort of creeping negativity, which can so easily happen. As I said, 2 more months of not socialising or proper socialising with others, more months of not being able to go to a restaurant or a pub. I haven't seen my son and daughter-in-law for 2 or 3 months, and ridiculously, when you can now have an estate agent come in and people to view your property, but you can't see your son and his wife together. But there you go. And of course, no gym until October. Ugh. So I'm fed up with TV, box sets, movies. And there you are. You can get a spiral of negativity so easily that can lead towards, sadly, possibly depression. So I managed to catch mine pretty quickly, and I had to do that. So I had to adopt what we call cognitive behavioural therapy, or CBT, which is a combination of self-talk and action. So here goes. Here's my self-talk. Yes, it's another lovely sunny day. I've got my new t-shirt. Somebody did a painting for me, which is beautiful. So Kirsty Weather, fantastic artist, did a painting for me. And I love my constant companion, Charlie, and we seem to have got closer and closer during lockdown. Each day I see my doggy pals, albeit self-distancing. I can have coffee with my friend outside, or sit and sunbathe outside, which is great, and go into my garden or go into my sister's garden and have a G&T, or have a G&T with my daughter later on because it's summer and it's light evenings at last. And my dad, of course, is safe and well and happy in the nursing home. I love cycling and I love Brighton. So all of these different things. And of course, we do have the internet. So after 2 moody days, I made myself go back to Joe Wicks. I had a few cycle rides. I went off to home base to get some flowers. That was my action. And then I thought of a few jobs that needed doing. So that's, that's the key thing with any sort of low mood, any sense of inertia, is to actually force yourself to take that action. I do feel much better now, and I think to myself, well, actually, you know what, if my parents can survive 6 years of wartime, I can survive certainly another 2 or 3 months of lockdown. So yeah, it's and think of the Eastern view, where instead of thinking about what you're not having, you appreciate what you really do have. So have a great weekend, everybody. Be active, be sociable, albeit social distancing, and see you all on Monday. Bye. Oh, if you like this video, please share it. We're gradually getting an increased number of viewers, but the more the merrier. Have a great weekend. Bye.